Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Today we have one guest with us. Can you come and introduce yourself? Just your name and how to you get to know about Toastmasters and what you're looking for.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Keertana. I have completed UG and I am currently studying PG, second year MBA, and I like to improve my communication skill as well as my interpersonal skill, etc. So that's why I came here. And Sivakumar sir have been recommended. It will change your, it will make you some support to your career. So that's why I came.
Thank you. That was a sweet introduction. Because most of us here are for self-development and similar causes, and I hope you will definitely improve. Today I have planned to distribute these educational awards, but most of them are not yet here. So we'll do this later. So it's a time to call the heroine of the day, the main character. It's our Toastmaster of the day. Today is the person going to play for the very first time. It's none other than our Toastmaster Saranya.
Good afternoon, my dear Toastmasters and my dear guest. I would like to welcome you all for the 172 meeting of our Toastmaster Club. So, basically in Toastmaster we will have 3 segments. First one is prepared speech, second one is a table topic segment, and third one is evaluation. In prepared speech, speaker will they will give their speeches according to their pathway and levels. Second round is the most funniest thing, that is table topic segment where guest can participate. So there will be a table topic master. He or she will come here and give you a random topic. You can talk about it about 1 to 2 minutes. And third one is like most important segment, that where you can get feedbacks, both your positive and negative on your speeches. Let's get into the session. Okay, what is the theme for today? The good life. Okay, what is a good life, or what makes a life good? Okay. Each of us have different perspective on life. For example, for a baby, walking on their own for the first time makes them happy. For a kids, getting their favorite snacks and toys makes them happy. For a youngsters, getting their first job makes them happy. For a young man, getting their love of their life makes them happy. For a responsible father, growing their family makes them happy. For a retired father, seeing their children succeed in life makes them happy. So, what is the basis of all these? Happiness. So, let me tell you a short story. There is a man who had 4 children. So, he wanted his children to learn what is life. So, he sent each of them to a quest to see a pear tree that is far away. The first son went in winter. The second son went in spring. The third son went in summer, and the last son went in fall. So, after they had gone and returned back, the father called each of them to describe what they had seen. The first son told that the tree was ugly, bent and twisted. The second son said, no, it was full of green buds and it is full of promises. The third son disagreed with both of them and told it was a blue sun that is full of smell and beautiful, and he told that was the most beautiful thing he had ever seen. And the fourth son disagreed with all of them and told it was ripe and drooping with fruit that is full of life and fulfillment. Then the man explained his sons that each of them were correct, but you have seen only one season of a tree's life. So, if you give up when it is your winter, you will miss the beauty of your spring, happiness of your winter and fulfillment of your fall. So, don't let the pain of one season will spoil your rest of your life. Okay, before entering into our first segment, I would like to call the general evaluator, who is a strong and a smart guy, that is none other than our Toastmaster Monish.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So, being a general evaluator, I will give a full evaluation at the end, and I won't do that job alone, and I have a tactic. It's time for introducing the tactic, starting with the timer. Toastmasters.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters. Today I am going to play the role of timer. The Tamil poet Perunavala Thiruvallur says that if a person knows how to act at the right time, he won't find any difficulties in his life. So, like that, this is the right time for all prepared speakers, table topic speakers, evaluators, and also for timer. So this is the we should use our time wisely and we improve ourselves. Now coming to the point. As a timer, I will train the prepared speakers, table topic speakers, and evaluators. For table topic speakers, the time limit is 5 to 7. For prepared speakers, the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. At 50 minutes, I forget. At 50 minutes, I will show green card. At 60 minutes, I will show yellow card. At 7 minutes, I will show red card. Here, buffer time is also available. The buffer time is 30 seconds only. If speakers took less than 4.5 minutes or took more than 7.5 minutes, they will be disqualified. For the table topic speakers, the time limit is 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will show green card. At 1.5 minutes, I will show yellow card. At 2 minutes, I will show red card. For table topic speakers, buffer time is 30 seconds after 2 minutes only. If speaker took less than 1 minute or took more than 2.5 minutes, they will be disqualified. For evaluators, the time limit is 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will show green card. At 2.5 minutes, I will show yellow card. At 3 minutes, I will show red card. If evaluator took less than 1.5 minutes or took more than 3.5 minutes, they will be disqualified. I hope all Toastmasters are very clear about this timing. Thank you. Now the stage is handed over to General Evaluator, Toastmaster Monish. Sorry.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Okay. Now it's time for the second member, our counter, and today's our counter role will be played by Toastmaster Tina.
Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guests. Today I am playing a counter role. In this meeting, I am going to note and monitor how many times you are using the filler words like so that, like that words. So at the end of the meeting, I am going to give a report how many times you have used this. Thank you. Over to Toastmaster.
Thank you, our counter. Now it's time for the third member of tag team, that is grammarian, and today's grammarian role will be played by Toastmaster Kritika.
Today, as a grammarian, I'll be paying careful attention to all the speakers to note down any improper use of language or any good use of any sentence, code, and all. I will check your articles using scale. Let me check. Please fill in the dashes. I am dash car. I am dash car. Car. I mean, what article I means I'm very sorry. I am dash car in or on. Sorry. Sorry. I am dash plane.
On. Plane.
On. Correct. I am dash helicopter.
In.
On again.
In.
In. On. So I am in helicopter. So wherever, if you are traveling in a vehicle where you could walk and stand, then you use on. If you couldn't stand, then you use in. And also, it's my duty to introduce word of the day. Does anybody remember the word?
Predilection.
Yes. Fantastic, you all remember. So, I'll give an example sentence. The pregnant woman had a predilection for pickles and peanut butter. I encourage you all to use the word of the day in your speeches. Thank you. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, grammarian. It's time for the last member and listener, and it will be played by Toastmaster 1.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manish. So I will be playing the listener role. It's a very easy and tough role, and you guys are going to help me. I will listen and I will check whether you are listening or not by asking questions at the last. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, listener. As I said, we'll come to the detailed report at the end. Now I'll hand over the stage back to TM.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for your introduction. Now, let's enter into our prepared speeches. Our first speaker, who is a calm woman, encouraging children with her kindness, it is none other than our Toastmaster Abhidasha. Before calling her, I would like to call the speaker evaluator to read out the speech objectives. To describe him, he is just a star of our club. It is none other than our Toastmaster Bharat.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saranya. So I'll be the evaluator for the speaker 1, Toastmaster Abhidasha. So she is going to do her first speech in her Toastmasters journey, and that's called the icebreaker speech. So the purpose of the project is for the member to introduce himself or herself to the club using the basic methods of using a speech. And the time limit for the speech is 4 to 6 minutes. I'll be evaluating based on your body language, gestures, and the vocal variety, and also the objectives, whether you have fulfilled or not, based on your project. And with that, all the very best to your speech, and over to you, Toastmasters.
I welcome Toastmaster Abhidasha. Toastmaster Abhidasha, break my rules. Break my rules, Toastmaster Abhidasha.
Good evening, Toastmasters. Break my rules. I am telling you how I break my rule to transform myself. How I came to Toastmasters. 10 years back, I came across a term Toastmasters, where I thought it belongs to those employees who are part of that organization to develop their communication skills. After a few years again, I came across the word Trek Talk, where again I thought it's for people, those who do trekking in groups. Finally, thank you to Kevin Systrom and Mark Grieger, who are Instagram developers. They suggested in my reels that Toastmaster is for everyone who wanted to experience a personal transformation. I have to break my boundary to join this club. Why I have to break my boundary? Yes. Will you be creative always when your loved one said so? Will you be productive always because your loved one said so? I did. It started at the age of 7 when my mother used to tell me I have to take limited food for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, even for snacks. She insisted me this always. One day I thought, what if I want for more? I got a chance for this. In my relative house one day they offered me a thin crispy dosa of my palm size, which is not sufficient for me. Without hesitation at that age, I asked for more. Suddenly, even if I have predilection to some food, I can't even cross the limit. Now, suddenly, my mother's Pandora box opened. Once I asked for one more dosa, she gave me a slap. From that day onwards, I stopped asking for more. Okay. Following this kind of situation, my father used to tell me, don't send her to shop. She will not bargain in the shop. She will lose money on the way. It impacted in my mind. So whenever I go to shop, come back home, I lose the money. Right? Then my sister, whenever we get to travel in private bus, she used to say, you don't buy the ticket. You don't know how to buy the ticket. So I don't buy the ticket. I travel free of cost. It happened in my life because it impacted me like that. Then in school, the worst part is in school, teachers used to tell me she will become the topper, where I am weak in maths, science, social, English, Tamil, even Hindi. I have to manage it. Like they told me I have to be the topper. I'll try, or at least I pretend. Somehow I managed to become a topper until 10th standard. It did not long last after that. So these kind of situation impacted a lot in my life. So there was a boundary around me. At last, finally, in the marriage, they gave my hand in his hand and telling that she will be a good daughter-in-law, she'll wake up on time, she will do all house chores. Like I was trying to push my hand. No, I don't want to get into that trap. Right? So thinking that, yes, I have to be like that. Then suddenly I realized the hand set me free. When I felt that, I didn't even think for a second. I pushed my hand. Yes, first time a hand is leaving me to set free, to open my fingers, right? But traveling from here to there, it's really hard for me. I have lot of hesitations, whether I should do or not, whether I should move or not. Am I capable to do that? Do I have that potential? Because I have been set the boundary around me because of others. It took me really hard to transform myself from here to there. I struggled a lot. I have to motivate myself. I didn't wait for others to motivate me, encourage me. From doing a small thing, whether I should wear this dress, selecting the dress, what others will say, what they may think, what he may think. Thinking like this, I did not step out of my house. Even I was very much frightened to face the world. With lot of struggles and overcoming the challenges, I faced the world with confidence, by trying, by experiencing lot of things. Now I am here giving my icebreaker with full confidence. I am happy to be here. Thank you very much. Thank you, Toastmasters.
That was great and inspiring us, ma'am. Moving on to the second speaker. He is very new to 1 minute silence for the evaluator. Moving on to the second speaker. He is very new to our Toastmaster Club, who is going to give his first icebreaker speech. It is Toastmaster Harish. Before calling him, I would like to call the speaker evaluator to read out the speech objectives. He is a cool and calm speaker. It is none other than Toastmaster Kalaimani.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today my target speaker is Harish. He is going to deliver his first speech about icebreaker. So I'm going to evaluate his body language, voice modulation, audience management, and gesture also. I would like to congratulate him. Best wishes for your icebreaker speech. Thank you.
Toastmaster. Toastmaster Harish. 2 lessons I learned from life difficulties. 2 lessons I learned from life difficulties. Toastmaster Harish.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Hi, dear Toastmaster. I'd like to share 2 life lessons which I learned. The first life lesson is from my school. I was a very average student. I used to get maybe 40-45. During the public exam, there was pressure all around that you should get good marks, and most of them told that you will get mostly only 60 to 65, don't get below that. But I used to go to a tuition master named Raj Kumar in physics subject. One day, he told something which changed my mindset. He said that, I know everybody is telling you get average marks, but believe in yourself. I know it will be difficult, but if you believe in yourself and study well, I'm sure you will get good marks, not only in physics, in all the subjects. That day, something magical happened. I started believing in myself a lot. I studied well and went to the 10th public exam. I wrote decently. I thought maybe I get 60-65% mark. The result came. I was shocked. Not because I got less mark, except the main subjects I got 80-85% mark. It was something like a dream magical for me, because a person who always gets 40 to 45 marks, getting 80-85 something magical. And that day I learned a lesson. It doesn't matter if the world outside doesn't believe you. If you believe in yourself and work towards it properly in a way in which you can achieve the goal, measure the marks, you will be able to get the result out of it. The second lesson which I would like to tell is about something which I followed a passion. Maybe 4 to 5 years back, I used to write quotes, and I wrote it for 1 to 2 years. One of my close relatives told, you are writing quotes well. Why don't you go and publish a book? I thought, okay, let's try. And I sent for publisher notion test. He said, it's okay, it's good, you can publish, but this is a self-publishing book, so you need to pay. And I was doing, that time I was in my college days. I just finished college. I didn't have the pocket money to spend. So I asked my parents about this. Okay, it's a passion, you do it. And it was not something cheap. It was 40,000 rupees. Okay, I thought let's try. I did it. I published my book, named 52 Quotes to Change Your Life. And next what happened was, every month there used to be a report coming, how much sales used to happen every month. For the first 2 months, it was 1, 2, I thought, okay, it's a new book. But later, from 3rd month to 6th month, very rare, I think only 3 books got sold. It was in the 6th month, I felt very sad that maybe did I make a mistake of publishing my book. I wasted my parents' money. I had some guilt in my heart. That day, I thought about it and went to sleep. Next day, I was still thinking about it. Why did I publish the book? It didn't help anybody. And the next day, I woke up. I went to the kitchen to have a cup of tea. That time, my mother told, hey, one of my friend's daughter bought your book, and she wrote a letter. And I thought, oh my God, is she going to scold me and tell this is the worst book I have written? But when she showed me the letter in WhatsApp, and in WhatsApp, what it told was, I was suffering from depression, and this book helped me. I was shocked and I was very happy, literally tears in my eyes, because every passion will have a goal in mind. Let's say if someone likes singing, her goal will be getting appreciation from others. Next, going to tournaments, going to tournaments and win the competition. And mine was a completely motivational book. At the end of it, what needs to happen is it needs to change people's life. I didn't want it to be just another book, okay, it went off, something like that. And that happened. I was very happy because very happy because it changed someone's life. And I knew that even though it was 40K, if I had 40K, I would only be able to spend it or save it. But it won't change people's life. That day, I learned a very important lesson that sometimes when you follow your passion, it may take time. But don't quit. One day you'll find the appreciation result you want. Thank you.
That was a great speech, sir. 1 minute silence. Before moving to the next speeches, we will have our joke master, who is a great speaker with full of energy. Welcome you, Toastmaster John.
You guys know that I go to a lot of places for keynote speaking, right? You saw this introduction that was given. This is by far my latest introduction. My recent introduction. Sorry, I bombed my own joke. Okay, I thought I'll do some jokes that we could use in the beginning of our speeches. So that breaks the ice and then makes the speech better, easier for us to do. You can be very nervous right now. Okay, so I'll start with the first joke. Okay, the first joke is, let's see. Hello everybody, you know something? I was walking on to here to speak and I was thinking there's one thing that's very, very common between both of us. Both of us don't know what I'm going to be talking about. Okay. Okay, there's one more. So if you're a first time speaker, okay, so so if you're a new speaker or anything, and you go on stage and say, okay, how many of you are listening to my speech for the first time? Just raise your hand. Don't worry, this is my first speech also. My joke is bombing. Okay, so
he's telling all the jokes using the kids now.
Yeah, I think that's
kids will laugh.
The kids will laugh. Okay, the next joke. Okay, so I'm very new to public speaking, and you know, like you listening to my public speaking is like a dog trying to walk on its two legs. Even if the speech is not nice, you will all go saying, "Oh my God, how did he do that?" Okay, so so there's one more joke. Yeah, so there's one long joke. I wrote this joke for Toastmasters. Okay, so once upon a time I was rubbing a what is that thing called, the lamp, and a genie appeared, and the genie said, "John, I'm here to grant you your wishes." I said, "Genie, I would like to travel. People are telling a lot of things about Sri Lanka and I want to go to Sri Lanka. So I can't fly by flight or go by water, I get sick and all that. Can you put one highway from here to Sri Lanka?" And he said, "No, John, not possible. It's very, very difficult. How can you do that?" So like environmental issues and all of those things. And then I said, "Okay, Genie, then I have another wish." And he was like, "Okay, tell me." I said, "Do you know Toastmasters?" He said, "Yeah." Like, "Do you know IAC competitions?" Yeah. He said, "Yeah. I want to win that competition." "Yeah, without any husband-wife jokes." It's like that road to Shilink, I think like one-way highway or two-way highway. I put that you cannot win Toastmasters without his my husband.
This is
Thank you. This is a joy. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Toastmaster John, for your jokes.
for your jokes. For one last jokes.
How can you become very wide?
Okay, moving on to the third speech. He's a person with great humor and he's Toastmaster Karthikeyan. Before calling him, I would like to call the speaker evaluator. He's a hard-working young man that is none other than our Toastmaster Trivedhan.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Ladies and gentlemen, today my target speaker, Toastmaster Karthikeyan, will be giving his speech titled Vision Impossible Without Glass. The speech title itself seems very humorous, and I will be judging him based on parameters like vocal variety, his body language, his stage presence and usage, and since knowing him and his predilection towards humor as well as making a speech informative, I will be highlighting all those instances that I found to be really remarkable. Toastmaster Karthikeyan, all the very best.
Thank you. Thank you.
Toastmaster Karthikeyan, Vision Impossible Without Glass. Vision Impossible Without Glass, Toastmaster Karthikeyan.
Well, just to wake you up from your afternoon siesta, this is the theme music of the Hollywood movie Mission Impossible. Of course, my title is Vision Impossible Without Glasses. When I had the confusion about to select the project for my Toastmasters, I took the help of the Toastmaster International website, which is very well structured, designed, and it will help you choose your topic by asking you a number of questions. At the end of the question and answer session, the website itself will recommend a topic for you. So when I finished my question and answer session, the topic that was selected for me was visionary communication. Voila! I had to improve both my vision and communication. So it may be too late in the day to improve my vision, but then I will try to improve my communication as much as possible, and that is exactly why I am standing in front of you today, this afternoon. Toastmasters and guests, good afternoon. Vision is a very important faculty of a human. It is the power to see, and it is a very important function of a human being. Without vision, life is impossible. But my vision is short of the adequate level. I realized when I was in the 8th standard, when the maths teacher wrote a problem on the blackboard, which was a simple problem, that 8 men can do a job in 5 days. How many days? 4 men will take the job. See, those days maths was very easy. I think now the 8th standard student will be studying integral and differential calculus, which I found it so difficult even in my engineering course. And I was not able to see the problem, but that was not worrying me much. But I was not able to see my favorite maths teacher, Ms. Santkumari. That was very sad. I had a great crush on her. The word I could not get into predilection. After 52 years, still I remember the maths teacher. I was not worried about the problem, but I was worried about not being able to see the teacher. Then I had to go and tell my dad very carefully that I am not able to see clearly, but I did not tell what I did not be able to see. But that would have led me, he would have probably thrown me out of the house. So immediately I was taken to CMCI hospital for the routine eye test. See, there are a number of tests you have to undergo in your life: written tests, oral tests, blood tests, brain tests. But eye test is the worst thing that you can do, because the optometrist will come and put some irritating eye drops into your eyes and tell you, keep your eyes closed for 20 minutes. Then he will come after 1 hour. Then he will flash the torchlight into your eyes and see that the eyes have been dilated fully. Then he will take you to a dark room where an eye chart will be there, like this. So I don't know what made him think that I can read the 4th line. He said, please read the 4th line. Then I asked him, first tell me where the chart is. The dark room. Then he realized the gravity of the situation. It's beyond hopeless condition. So then he put me some frame in which he can put different types of lenses. So he put some lens and asked me, can you read? I said yes. And he changed the lens. Can you read better now? I said yes. For everything I had to say yes, because I was worried if I say no, what will happen? So after the optometrist is a person who measures your vision. I was taken to another dark room where an ophthalmologist was sitting. Ophthalmologist, qualified doctor. She was a stunner, obviously from the God's own country. So after the nightmarish optometrist, I had a dream doctor testing me. She came so close to me, inspecting my eyes, and disturbed me much more than my maths teacher. So after the test was over, I was handed over the prescription. I went and bought the specs, and I bought the specs, and I saw the whole world in Shakespeare's words, the brave new world, so beautiful, wonderful, colorful, all that. But then, when you wear specs, you have some fringe benefits. Like, people think that you are intelligent and very educated. Both was not true in my case. And they think that you are a good boy. Again, not true in my case. But there are so many downsides. Like, you cannot do any activity which involves jerky movements. Like, I was a medium pace bowler when I was young. So after wearing specs, I was to play cricket. I bowled the first ball, and before the ball, something else was flying, and I found it was my specs. Oh my God! Then there ended my dream of becoming a medium pace bowler. Second was my most beloved tennis. One day the ball hit my frame so hard that my nose got cut and I had a bleeding injury, and there ended my dream of tennis. If only I had not worn specs, Roger Federer would not have won so many Grand Slam championships. Take it from me. So again, underwater activity is ruled out. Once I was in Kovalam beach holidaying with my friends, and I was enjoying the beautiful sight of the Westerners in no beginning through my new spectacles. It was very enjoyable, and in that excitement, I took a dip in the water. When I lifted my head above the water, I again saw the world has become hazy, unclear, and vague. I was wondering what happened. Then it took me a second for me to realize that my specs has been washed away by a wave. In Arabian Sea, where will I go and find my specs? If I was gone to Saudi Arabia or Abu Dhabi, I don't know. Then I had to catch a train back to Chennai, because without specs my life is impossible. So we came to the station. My friend was telling me, see, their coach is coming. First I told him, plus tell me where the train is, then we will talk about the coach. Then somehow I reached, bought a new frame. Those days, the lens frame was, spectacles was costing 500 rupees or so. Later when I aged, my problems multiplied from short sight to long sight to astigmatism, and the cost of the lens was shot up too much. But it is irrelevant. Now coming to Monish was saying that the elderly people always give advice. Now I have to come to the advisory part of this speech. Vision is so important in life. I am not eligible to advise you on vision, because I myself screw up my vision even today by watching TV for long hours and surfing in the mobile for indefinite hours. So all of you, please take care of your vision. Use less data, and protect your eyes when you are in a two-wheeler. Avoid seeing bright lights and LED pointers on the laser pointers. Protect your eyes because vision makes your life possible. Without vision, life will be impossible. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. As I said, he again gave us a humorous speech. 1 minute silence for the evaluator. Let's move on to our last speaker. He is an experienced person with great knowledge. It is none other than our Toastmaster Manoharan. Before calling him, I would like to call the speaker evaluator. Again, he is a great speaker with a full of energy than our Toastmaster John.
Why you are seeing me?
I'm immensely happy to be an evaluator for Toastmaster Manoharan because I'm always very much impressed with the kind of speeches he comes up with and the amount of knowledge he has. So he is doing his level 1 project 3 right now, and his pathway is presentation mastery, and I'm looking forward to the speech. All this.
Toastmaster Manoharan, the Zing Thing. The Zing Thing, Toastmaster Manoharan.
Thank you. Presiding officer, Toastmaster of the day, my fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, good evening. 15 past 4. The one thing about the Zing thing, can anyone understand what is Z-I-N-G, Zing? Sing we have heard. What about Zing? Say Zing is nothing but any quality or character or any phenomenon that makes something more exciting, more lively, and more enthusiastic, and more interesting, etc. So this is Zing. So it so happened that such a kind of Zing thing, but of course for you the Zing thing would be a different one. For Toastmaster Bharat, the Zing thing would be a different story. For Toastmaster Karthikeyan, the Zing thing would be something else. So for each and every individual, the Zing thing differs a lot. And that is the reason why I told at the very beginning that quality, either the quality or the phenomenon or any character that boosts anything, particularly the enthusiastic level or the interest or any progress in your day-to-day affairs, can also be called a Zing thing. So this is in a nutshell. Coming to the subject proper, have you heard of lemon Zing? You have heard of lime juice, lemon and all. What is lemon Zing? Lemon Zing is nothing but lemon Zing. If lemon juice, if you add, it provides zinc to the other things. Lemon juice provides zinc to other juices. So lemon juice. Romance Zing, romantic Zing. You can easily tell this. It is the meaning itself is self-explanatory. Romance, when somebody feels in love with and they expresses, something they want to express to the other partner. So they add up some kind of piquant stuff. P-A-Q-U-A-N-T, piquant. So very, what to say, pungent and spicy like. So in love. So that is the, so when they had something to boost up the already existing one, it is called a romantic zing. So we can categorize and classify zing into various types. So this is one way. I got graduated as a veterinary graduate and came out of my the then Tamil Nadu Agricultural University and called for an interview and went and attended the TNPSC, Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission, and I got selected also. So in less than 3 months after my interview, I got posted in a remote village in the erstwhile Vellore district. That means Natharkat Ambedkar district. Now the district got bifurcated into Vellore and Thiruvannamalai. So that first place of posting where I worked is now lies in Thiruvannamalai district. I went there, and as usual I was attending the busy schedule also. One day one farmer brought a heavy horse infection. Probably you would have seen cows with black and white color roaming on the streets. So that's called a HF crossbred cow. So it was very hefty and very taller than me. So he brought it for the examination and wanted to confirm whether this animal was pregnant or not. So I just asked the owner to put the animal into the travis. Travis is an iron-like structure wherein the animals will be kept inside and restrained so that the doctor and other people will not get injured or badly hit by the animal. So I asked him to put into the travis, and I inserted my left hand into the rectum of the animal, because through rectal examination only we would be able to diagnose certain ailments. So at that time we were not having ultrasound scanner and all. Now we have so much of facilities in veterinary institutions like the human institutions have. So then I palpated the reproductive structure like uterus, then ovaries and fallopian tubes and other associated structures and all, and told that the animal was not pregnant at all, and it was in heat. Heat in the sense it was showing the animal is likely to be bred. So I asked my assistant to bring an AA. So AA means probably you should not mistake or misunderstand with that of artificial intelligence. This is called artificial insemination. So I inseminated, then I asked him to wait for half an hour. So after which I took a glass rod, like this, something a very lengthy catheter, and I asked him to restrain the animal properly. So I introduced the catheter to give post-insemination antibiotic after the insemination. But unfortunately, and to our shock and surprise, the animal just swayed its hip like this. That's all. I was having the only 1/3 portion of the glass rod in my right hand, and the rest of the 2/3 portion of the glass rod was penetrating and going like a rocket into the one of the uterine horns of the uterus. Then I started perspiring. I was a raw graduate and I did not know what to do. And somehow I had to open the animal's abdomen and insert my hand and remove the glass rod. So this was the zinc thing. Zinc thing in the sense, if you need to have proper practice routinely. If you do not have practice, you will lose everything, including your confidence. What is the takeaway message? You are all Toastmasters, so you want to specialize in public speaking and improve your confidence level. So unless you practice, you will not be a successful man. Practice, practice, practice. Practice will make you perfect. So this is the theme or the takeaway message I just wanted to bring it to you in the zinc form, in the zinc format rather. Hope you too would carry, and you will also narrate your narratives using the zinc thing. Happy good life. The good life needs happiness. Without happiness, no life will be a better life at all. So live your life. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmasters.
That was a great speech, sir. Let me tell you a short story. There is a rich dad who took his son to show how poor people live. They spent time on the farm of a poor family. On the way back to home, he asked his son, "What did you learn from the trip?" The son said, "We had one dog, they had 4 of them. We had a pool, they have a river. We have a tube light, they have stars. We buy food, they grow. We have wall to protect us, they have friends. We have television, they spend time with families and friends." It is not about a big house, car, gadgets that matters. It is all about love, family, friends, simplicity that makes our life more happy and simple. With this, I would like to hand over the session to the table topic master, who is a CA and also a lecturer, and she's always calm and with smiling faces. This is none other than Toastmaster Monica.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to the table topic session. First, I would like to know from you all why this table topics is included in the structure of Toastmasters meeting.
Impromptu speech.
Okay, what is the purpose?
To give an extempore speech without
Yes,
any
sir.
preparation at all.
Yes, sir. What is the objective of having impromptu
To
speaking?
keep you on your feet.
Yes, one thing. To overcome our fear and
Mentally active.
all the topics discussed in the table topics are not something new. Every topic, we all know the topic and we can speak about the topic. But what makes us stop from completing that 2 minutes or 1 minute 30 seconds to stand here?
I don't follow you.
So all the topics discussed in the session, we all know the topics. If we are asked to speak about the topic, we can go on talking about those topics. But at times, we fear to come to the stage to speak about the topic if we are given it on the spot. Why do we fear for the topic?
Fear of judgment.
Okay, for judgment.
Maybe we do not have the prior knowledge on the subject.
Exactly. Okay. So, are we talking about any rocket science in our table topic session?
Nothing.
All the topics are generalized topics. Then why do we fear?
People sometimes set very difficult questions.
We had it one day.
Okay. Because the key is we cannot organize our thoughts. We have floods of information, but when a topic is given, we cannot organize our thoughts. Our Toastmaster John, when he played the role as table topic master, he suggested a measure. When a topic is given, connected to 3 things. Suppose if the topic is success is okay, the best way to predict future is to invent it. It is a topic. So if a topic is given to you like this, think about 3 things. Think about a person who comes to your mind when a topic is being given, or think about a place which reminds you about this topic, or connect it with the present or past situation in your life where you had to go through this topic. Take 30 seconds, think about the topic and speak. Whatever comes to your mind, you speak that. Recently, most of our members from our club attended Discover 2024 session in Chennai. Trust me, none of the speakers spoke related to the topic. They were beating around the bush. Okay? Just take one word and speak whatever you want. You need not fear anything. You need not speak anything related to the topic also. So today we will do one thing. Come to the stage, stand for 2 minutes even though you have nothing to speak about it. Table topics, here you are not going to give speech. Think you are making a conversation. You can converse about anything and everything to your friend. So imagine your friends are sitting here and start conversing with your friends. If you forgot to speak anything, just speak like, your dress is very nice, where did you get this? You speak, but the ultimate aim is stand here for 2 minutes. That's all. Can we start the session? Yes. Anybody is willing to volunteer? Toastmaster Karthikeyan. So he was feeling that he is being disqualified in time factor. So let us ask him to come and speak in table topic session. So please come. Yes, sir. Okay. I think this will be a perfect topic for him. Power is not a position or title, it is a state of mind. Power is not a position or title, it is a state of mind.
Silence.
I'm taking 1 minute for evaluation on the topic. So, power is not a title. Or?
Power is a state of mind.
State of mind. It is a state of mind.
It is a state of mind, but you said power is not a title.
Or position.
Or position. It's a state of mind. Well, it could have been slightly modified. Yes, it's not. A person can assume a position with power, but it is not going to be any use unless he thinks that he has got the power. That thought or should be in his mind for him to wield that power. If not, he is not going to be powerful at all. However high his position may be, or whatever the title he may get. So, the state of mind is more critical in wielding power. Wielding power in the sense, the ability to control a situation or a set of people or a circumstance. I would prefer to define it that way. Power is the ability to control. So, unless it is in one's mind, it is not going to be useful, even if it is in the title or it is in the position he gets. So, let us tune our mind to be powerful first. Then we can exercise and fully use the power given to us. Thank you.
Any volunteer? If you have only 1% chance, then you must give 100% to that 1%.
Hi, dear Toastmaster. I'd like to compare this to something recently which happened, which is IPL 2024. And now I think everybody would have known what I'm going to talk about. RCB lost many matches. They know that even Virat Kohli in the interview said that even if I have 1% chance, I'll try it. And it was magical. I think it was their best comeback in the IPL history because they are just 1%. And they itself knew that they might not go. But what? They believed in themselves and they didn't give up. The most important thing when you have 1% chance is more than believing it, just the attitude of doing it and also thinking that even if I have 1% chance, I will definitely do it and I won't. If I get it's luck, if I don't get, it's okay. So the lesson I would like to share is, though even if it's 1% chance, try it because it's not zero, it's 1%. Thank you.
Okay, Toastmaster Monish. The journey of 1,000 miles begin with a single step.
Thank you, Toastmaster, or tabletop master Monica. The journey of my 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So it's obvious, right? Every success a people has starts with the first step. And we heard of a term, Rome is not built in a one day. That itself says that anything that we aspire of is not built in one day. Be it the physical, right, or the fitness that we aspire, or be it any exam that we try to crack, or be it any interview that we wanted to crack. It takes time, and everything has a time. And to reiterate again, journey of starts with a single step. I'm going to go. Let's understand or give an example for this. Okay. Let's understand with an example. Fine. We know of Napoleon, right? Napoleon is an exception in his time.
King Napoleon.
No. He was an exception in his time because to be a military commander, you have to be from clergy or that higher, so-called that higher people in that society. But he was from a normal, I forgot that down. He was from a normal people. Here because of his talent, he rose to a commander and becoming a emperor of France. So people and Toastmasters. Rome is not built in a day, and thus so 1,000 miles starts with a step. Thank you.
Toastmaster Pritika. Describe a talent or a skill you admire in others and why it impresses you. Describe a talent or a skill you admire in others and why it impresses you.
Something that inspires me, something that wants me to come to Toastmasters every week is this community and the people here. Everybody here is so friendly and everybody is open to talk with others, and I like this positive environment. That is one reason that I have come to Toastmasters. And the other thing which I admire so much is the character of Bharat. He patiently addresses all the queries. He spends so much time with all the guests, and when I joined Toastmasters, he gave his personal attention to me and taught me so many things about Toastmasters. And I asked him a lot of silly questions. I always wondered how did he have got that patience to handle everybody, even if they ask the same questions again and again. He used to do the same thing for everybody. That is one thing that I like in him and I admire. Over to Telugu Toastmaster.
Please come, Toastmaster Kalaimani. Describe a place you want to visit someday that you have never visited till now. Describe a place where you would love to visit someday.
Yeah, so thank you for the question, Mr. David Master. By the way, I was really impressed about that question for asking me. Yeah, I visited a lot of places in South India. I'm a corporate trainer in one of the company. I visited across all South Indian states. Especially, I'm really happy about Kerala. There was a place very cloudy and very chill weather. Sometime every day raining. It was amazing. The place called Wagaman. It's a nearby Kottayam district. I'm really enjoy where I did stay 30 days for yoga coach program. That time I spent a lot of that time with Wagaman place. I enjoy the nature and enjoy the water, and fruits. I found a lot of fruits tree, especially guava, banana. Lot of trees are there in the place. Guava and banana always fall down on the ground. No one care about that, especially jackfruit. Yeah, jackfruit also falls on the ground. I found jackfruit as well. No one care about the fruits. I collected a lot of fruits. I brought my room and I ate. Okay, so that was amazing place. I suggest everyone, if you have time, just visit the monument, which was really amazing. So thank you, Stephen.
Now I would like to call the guest among us to come here. I think it will be an easy question for you. Share your favorite movie or TV show and what makes that program special to you. Share about your favorite movie or TV show and what makes it special to you.
Actually, I will not see any movie and TV show. I'm not interested in movie and TV show, so I will make my time as it possible to make a useful. I will use to spend the time like doing architecture work and painting, studying, reading some books. So, and I have interest to start a startup. So I will use to study how to be startup. I will see the video like that from the beginner, how they will be start and what are the struggles they face. So from that I will keep on learning, and in future I will be starting.
Any volunteers? Yes. Success is when preparation meets opportunity. Success is when preparation meets opportunity.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. I would like to start with the story of one of my students. This little boy was, he loves nature so much. This fellow, he sees a tree, he goes, hugs the tree and talks to the tree and all of that. And not a very outspoken fellow, but he loves mud, he loves trees, he loves planting and all of that. And so he lives in Mahindra World City in Chengalpattu, and this boy, there was a tree plantation happening at Mahindra World City, and he was part of it when he was in first standard or second standard, and that particular day he planted 252 trees, and everybody noticed that, and suddenly the chief guest was a minister, I think it was Minister Polmudi or somebody, who noticed this boy, called him on stage and congratulated him, and this gave him a great boost. And he was asking the people there what I could be doing, and people were talking about collecting seeds. He started collecting seeds that were lying around everywhere, and he started donating those seeds to a nursery nearby. Mahindra World City at that particular time was creating a forest with around 15 lakh trees, and this boy was a major contributor of seeds. Then he went around asking people, saying, if you thought you buy fruits, don't throw the seeds away and keep all of them with you. And by every weekend, Saturday, he takes his bicycle, goes, knocks every door at Mahindra World City and collects seeds. And at one point, he had collected around 43,000 seeds and donated them also. And then they didn't need the seed anymore. He went around traveling, teaching people how to make seed balls. It was so much fun. Children were playing with mud, making seed balls, throwing it in the forest and all of that. And that has created a movement, and he's doing a lot of stuff right now. Right now, he's applying for the Bal Shakti Purashkar award that the President of India gives on 26th of January for the Republic Day. We are fingers crossed, we are waiting for results. Most probably he didn't get it last year. Next year hopefully he's getting it.
Toastmaster Manohar. best way to predict future is to invent it. The best way to predict future is to invent it.
The best way, good evening Toastmasters, the best way to predict the future is to invent it. What a beautiful topic it is. You need to, if you want to predict your future, you need to invent. So there is a difference between invention and discovery. Discovery, what does it mean, and invention, what does it mean? Can any one of you assist me?
What is existing is discovered. What is not
Inventing is not in existence at all. So new thing. So that exactly. Quite, thank you. So discovery. Amango Vespucci discovered America. Whereas Amazon invented
radio.
Not Amazon. Alva Edison, or even or Einstein, Albert Einstein. He invented the energy concept. E is equal to mc square. So if you want to have a beautiful future, you need to work out. So you should not depend on the astrology or palmistry or any faith, by blind faith in any of its that kind. So what I would like to suggest you is that you try to brainstorm your brain and try to get some problems, and out of those problems try to have better solutions and find a path to reach your future. So this is the best way to establish your future, by inventing and finding solutions to the problems that you will come up with. Thank you. And you will
Toastmaster Balaji. Share a favorite quote or saying from a family member or friend that has stuck with you. Share a favorite quote or saying from a family member or friend that has stuck with you.
Good evening, everyone. That Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam has said that we should not give up and we should not allow the problem to defeat us. Everybody having a problem, but we should not allow to problem defeat us, because if some problems comes, then we can dump up that problem, and standing the same place is very difficult for anybody. We should avoid that, because it may be the we have reading the books and something else. It may be the overcome that. Thank you.
Any other volunteer? Okay.
Even me that freedom.
Good evening, Toastmasters. I think last 2 days before, Toastmaster Monish posted a message in our group. I think Monish is right. That is in our international Toastmaster club about sexual, politics and gender. There is no restrictions to discuss about the topics. In India only the restrictions. Really, Kaushik, really I worry about this because nowadays in India there is many sexual abusement about children. So we must talk about those topics and discuss about the topics. Because in our Toastmaster club, I think no one is all members are very well in education and a little very well in education. So I hope that no one persons discuss about very bad about the topics. In our society, these topics are very much important. In future, I hope that here a lot of leaders will rise. No leaders discuss not discuss about these topics. Will face any problems. Will face problems about these topics. So at that time, so we should have knowledge about these topics. So my humble request is, please discuss about these topics in our Toastmaster Club. Thank you.
Now handing over the session to Toastmaster Saran.
Next topic is very good selection.
Stand up till the session gets over.
Thank you, table Toastmaster. Now let's have a court master who is a passionate individual who upskills himself, Toastmaster Balaji.
Actually, already. Okay. Today I am going to share with you one quote about famous cricketer MS Dhoni. The process make you the perfect, na? The process, if you concentrate on the process, you will get the good results. Now, as you all know, we can set the goal, but how to get the success, the way of the success, the way we need to success is that, but many people not focusing on that way. What happened that in education also is that actually I came Toastmaster Club today evening. One person is a 9th standard studying. He coming along with me. He is playing cricket. He went for coaching that. He is saying that I am very much liking for cricket. My mother is only concentrate to studies. My father is accepting to playing a cricket. I want to become like a Sachin. It is very good for their aim. But what happened? They are studying in DHL school. But that school is very concentrating on the education. So what happened? That during your studies, you fully concentrate on dumping the school teachers and mothers, dumping on education. That is also some process. Education process also some lacking is there. So we always concentrating on the process and get the good results. Thank you.
Let's move on to the last segment of our Toastmaster Club. I would request all to pay attention to the evaluator to improve yourself. So I would like to call our general evaluator to give his report, Toastmaster Monish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Company. We'll start the evaluation part with the evaluation of speeches. For that, I'd like to call evaluator for the first speaker, Toastmaster Bharat.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So let's get into the evaluation of Toastmaster Abhida Shah, the first speaker. So first of all, I would like to congratulate her for successfully completing her icebreaker speech. So ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let us look what are the things that we can learn from Toastmasters Abhida Shah's speech. So firstly, if you look at her speech, she clearly had the audience awareness, wherein right away she started the speech, she was saying about how she joined Toastmasters and what she was imagining about what is Toastmasters, where Toastmasters is an organization where the people who work there only learn communication, all these things. When she was saying about the topic, all of us, like not only me as a member, even the guests could be able to relate like what was their journey when they get to know about Toastmasters for the first time. So that's a very relatable content, Toastmaster Abhidasha. And secondly, I like the way how she used her hand gestures, especially when she was using her descriptive hand gestures, wherein she was explaining about the slap. I thought she I thought she slapped Vani. So these are the descriptive hand gestures that will help people to exactly make the audience to get into that scenario. Similarly, wherein she mentioned about during her marriage, wherein she locked both of her hands. So these things will help the audience to give a better idea about your context of the speech. So great job on that, Toastmaster Abhidasha. And the third thing is, I really like the way she modulated her voice, especially when she was saying something humorous. Her speech was, her voice was in a higher tone. And then if you look at her speech at the end, wherein she was conveying the message, her voice was low. So these things will clearly help the audience to differentiate between the scenarios that the speaker is discussing. Right? So great job on the Toastmaster Abhidasha. So there is one recommendation that I would like to give you is that, so throughout your speech I found that you are standing on one place. So instead of that, you can move from one part of the stage to other, wherein people can able to make the speaker, they can have a lively experience as an audience, wherein, say for example, if you are transitioning from one story to other, maybe you can move a little from one part of the stage to the other. Similarly, when you are transitioning to the next story, you can move to the next part of the stage. So these things will make the audience clear on that you are transitioning from one story to other, and it will also make you a speaker as a lively one, right? And to summarize, you had a very good voice modulation and audience awareness, and then descriptive hand gestures. And this one recommendation of using the stage well can make you a better speaker. Over to you.
It's time for evaluation of second speaker. For that, I'd like to call the evaluator for the second speaker, Toastmaster Kalimani.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So, my target speaker is Harish. He delivered successfully his icebreaker speech. So, let's congratulate on him. Can we clap? Yeah. I want really thanks to him because he delivered a speech and also he explained about him where he faced a lot of struggle in schooling and get a good mark. He shared his personal story, which was really amazing. And secondly, he was talking about his book, 52 Codes to Change a Life. So, which was really amazing. He got impressed. One of these relative said it was very amazing moment. And good part is he was very spontaneously speaking to the audience, which was amazing. And by the way, recommendation, I have a few recommendations for you. You need to work on your vocal variety and voice modulation as well. And stage movement. So while you are speaking, always focus on your stage movement. So you fixed one area, particular area, you stand and deliver. So sometime now, participant needs some attention. That's why. And apart from, you did a fantastic job. And one more important thing is you have to focus on more on your confident speaking. While you are talking is very comfortable, but you need to deliver your speech very confident manner. That is my suggestion. So congratulations on for future projects. Over to you, Mr. Moniz.
Thank you, evaluator Toastmaster Kalimani. Now we will move on to the third evaluation, and the third evaluation will be done by Toastmaster Vivek.
Thank you, General Evaluator Monish. Toastmaster Karthikeyan. He gave his speech, Vision Impossible Without Glasses.
I'm very happy to say that he has successfully completed his project today. Let's start with this. See, I'll start with the strengths, the positives that I found. Oh my goodness, it was, see, the starting itself, he managed to grasp every one of our attentions with that visual as well as the auditory devices that we employed. The sound of the Mission Impossible thing, dun 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 dun, and the vision, and that screen of the eye test. I swear, even if like we go like 2 or 3 months after this, we will be able to recall this speech alone. I think this is something we can implement. We can try to give that extra add-in. If you recall, I mentioned in the beginning when I starting that Toastmaster Karthikeyan always gives in that extra add-in. He has the propensity towards giving a little bit of information or extra add-in, and he delivered it perfectly in his speech. That is what I wanted to say the first. The second one was humor. My goodness, starting till the end, the beginning, the body, everything, humor was perfect. You see, the thing about humor is self-deprecating humor is one of the best kind of humor. It indicates a certain degree of confidence in ourselves that many of us can develop and can learn from that. And Toastmaster Karthikeyan, through his story about his crush with his teacher, the nurse, and
Doctor.
Yes, the Kerala doctor.
Not Suman Kadri.
And everything. He was able to dwell on topics that we usually tend to, prevaricate, not to discuss about, because it tends to be a bit, it's embarrassing. And he was very confident in that. That is something to very much appreciate. That, I think we can add that as well. The structure of the speech was also pretty good. It was not pretty good, it was really good. And the thing about this glasses falling off many times, I actually chuckled, and evaluator is not supposed to chuckle that much. Have you considered using this specs, this one? There's this group, this spec strap.
Never.
Because
this
so
was
many times
an addition.
That would become an add-on.
Considering your propensity towards that falling down, you can always, okay fine, let's go back. The thing that I think that we could add to this speech that could make this better is that you stood over here, the visual device that we had, that was the image of that thing. We didn't have any other slides, right? So that means we could have used the stage a bit more, like moved around, since that is the only image that you have, right? You could have employed the stage. And and the conclusion also seemed to be a bit rushed. I think because of the timing. Even now he's doing red card. Yes, this is all. Overall, an excellent speech. Hats off, wonderful. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Trivedan. Now we will move on to evaluation for fourth speech, and the evaluation will be done by Toastmaster John.
Thanks, evaluator. Okay, so I think this was some brilliant speech. I'm used to making mind maps of speeches that usually are really nice, and I thought I made a mind map. If there was a board, I would have shown that to you. He started with a word, asked a question, explained that word, created curiosity, then threw in the story, and he ended the story with the message that he wanted to spread. That's an amazing format. This formula can be used anytime, and it's a hit formula, which is really amazing. And this word zing, the moment he said zing being the father of a preteen girl, I knew it was, I thought about Hotel Transylvania, where this Dracula is searching for a zing to look at that one girl that I fall in love with in the first sight. That was that was perfectly connecting for me. And I don't know, I think he was unconsciously using a little bit of the rule of three throughout the speech. And I think that's one of his strengths also. He said, zing for Bharat will be different, zing for Karthik will be different. And then he said, explained zing. That's like rule 1, rule 2, rule 3, like 1, 2 and 3. And then again he said lemon zing and romantic zing, and then continued to talk about zing. There's one small recommendation I have there, is usually when you do this rule of 3, the expectation for the third thing is a little higher. So it's not the same formula as such, but the third thing is a little higher. So if you can think of some kind of a punch or a pattern interrupt for the third statement, it becomes super hitter. It stays in people's heads. That's one recommendation I have there. A lot of new amazing words, pecan, perspiring, amazing words that I made a note of. While he was telling the story, every time I teach this to children, I say, you put a term and explain it. He explained the Travis, he explained the variety of the cow, he explained what heat of a cow means, he explained AI, like all of it, like it was like comma. Throw the word, explain it, come back to the story, throw another word, explain it and come back to the story. It was visually so beautiful for me to see. And then I've written in capital letters, visual storytelling. Because when you tell story, we are able to see that in front of our eyes. Whatever, I don't know what that machine looks like, but still I have an image of the machine in my head. I'm sure everybody has that image of that machine with the cow inside and the cow doing the shake and all of that. We have the whole image of what exactly that looks like.
Mental picture.
Yeah, mental picture. One recommendation I have, I love the fact that you connected the whole thing back to Zing. Finish it then. Punch and finish it. Like I thought you were finishing and then you were telling some 2-3 extra lines which was just going again with the speech kind. So that is something that most public speakers do. They say they'll finish the whole thing and they'll do one punch and then they will finish. Okay, that's one. Second, with respect to body movements, people say you have to move and do all of those things, but I think you have that aura to stand and demand that command. Like then you make the most of your eye contact and your voice, so you can stand there and tell people, guys, I'm the speaker who are listening to you. All of this. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmasters. Now we will move to second part of the third part. That is second part of the evaluation. It's a tag team report. For tag team report, we will have 4 members report. And the first members report will be timers report. For that, I would like to call Toastmaster Sasi.
I'm back to announce my report with candle. I thought today all Toastmasters give more predilection for the timings. First, Toastmaster Abhidas Shah took 4 minutes 54 seconds. Toastmaster Harish 5 minutes 31 seconds. Toastmaster Karthikeyan 7 minutes 51 seconds. Toastmaster Manoharan 7 minutes 5 seconds. And now coming to the table topics. Toastmaster Karthikeyan took 1 minute 30 seconds. Toastmaster Harish took 1 minute 12 seconds. Toastmaster Monish took 1 minute 59 seconds. Toastmaster Kritika took 1 minute. Toastmaster Kalamani took 1 minute 48 seconds. Guest Kirtana, right? Yes. Kirtana took 53 seconds. Toastmaster John took 2 minutes. Toastmaster Manoharan took 1 minute 57 seconds. Toastmaster Balaji 44 seconds. Just I want to know my timings.
1 minute 30 seconds.
Okay, thank you. Now the evaluation part. Evaluator Toastmaster Bharat took 2 minutes 47 seconds. Toastmaster Kalamani took 1 minute 53 seconds. Toastmaster Trivedan took 3 minutes 20 seconds. Toastmaster John took 3 minutes 25 seconds. Thank you. Now the stage is handed over to General Evaluator Toastmaster.
Now we will go on to next report, and it will be provided by our counter. And I would like to call our counter for today, Toastmaster Tina.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manish. Before giving my observation, I want to say basically I was bad observer, but this role gives me listening skills. I will start with Toastmaster Abhidan Shah. She has given good speech, but she used to so 2 or 3 times in a speech. Next is Toastmaster Harish. He used 2 or 3 times repeatedly the word I was in college continuously. So next is Toastmaster Karthikeyan. So many times you have used ha in your speech. So next is Toastmaster Manoharan. Many times you have used ha and so in your speech.
Old age problem.
Thank you. Hand over to Toastmaster Manish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Srinath. Now we will move on to grammarian report. And it's my predilection to call today's grammarian.
I'm very happy to say that today there is no major grammatical mistakes, and Toastmaster Karthikeyan used this phrase, gravity of the situation, which expressed the seriousness of the situation, and also he told this vision is so important in life, it is worth noting, I think. And Toastmaster Manoharan used so many new words, which already is mentioned by our evaluator John. And one word I would like to add is, he used palpated, which is to examine, and Toastmaster Triveden used propensity, which means habit of behaving in a particular way. And Toastmaster Manoharan said this quote, practice will make you perfect, which I think I also need to implement. And I'm playing this role for the very first time, and for the most of the time I forgot I'm playing this role, and I forgot to note the quotes. Even Toastmaster Harish conveyed 2 messages, and our food master also said something. I apologize for that. And word of the day is used by Toastmaster Sasi, Abhidasha, and Toastmaster Triveden, Toastmaster Karthikeyan, and finally our Toastmaster Monish. Over to our general evaluator.
Thank you, grammarian. Now we'll move on to the last report, listener's report, and it will be provided by our listener, Toastmaster Manish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manish. Okay, I'll directly go to the questions. What is the topic of Abhidasha's speech? No.
Break the rules. How I broke them. Break the rules.
Break my rules. Okay. What Abhidasha's mother asked her to have limit on?
Food.
How much marks Toastmaster Hari used to get?
40 to 45.
Okay. Okay, first lesson of Toastmaster Harish.
Physics? No.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself. Very good. Okay, this is a very crucial question, so listen to it properly. John or Toastmaster John or Toastmaster Karthikeyan? Choose the correct answer. Who is the joke master?
I am a humor master.
Okay, what is Toastmaster Karthikeyan sir's? Sorry, what is the name of Toastmaster Karthikeyan sir's maths teacher? Right. Okay. What is the example? Toastmaster Manoharan gave 2 examples of zinc. What is that? You should not Okay. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, listener. Now we are moving to third part, that is third part of the evaluation, that is general evaluator session. With respect to time, we are almost on time. We started at 3:31. Plus or minus 1 minute is, I think it's acceptable. But we started on time. And I'm skipping the SAA because it's moving on to TMOD. Toastmaster Saranya always remembers me, Manju K. Manohar. And I have already told why she remembers me then, that person. That is because Manju K. Manohar, that is distinguished Toastmaster Manju K. Manohar, has that nature of innocence. Maybe newcomers might not know who is Manju. That innocence she reflected throughout our session, and she conducted the session very calmly and composed, and throughout the sessions we can feel that calmness. Yeah. So well done, Toastmaster Saranya, and she is following the footsteps of her sister, distinguished Toastmaster of VTC, PM Kritika. Moving on, my evaluations on speeches, starting with Toastmaster Abhidasha. The first thing that I noticed in Toastmaster Abhidasha is that it doesn't look like a first time speech. She was well composed with her gestures. Like for example, that slap. I was looking down, suddenly there was a slap. I thought somebody slapped someone.
She slapped me.
So that was a good gesture because that attracts audience. Throughout your speech, you are cool and calm, and you maintain that smile. Only few people in our club could maintain that smile. For example, Toastmaster Trivedan, and I also Toastmaster one. Yeah, that was highlights that I noticed in your speech. Moving on, Harish. The central aspect of Harish is he could have that flow. Last time there was one guest. She was also good with flow. Even the experienced Toastmasters used to struggle with that flow. Sometimes even when we are very prepared with our content, we won't be able to have that flow in our speeches. That was a very good aspect in your speech, Toastmaster Harish. Moving on, Joke Master. Toastmaster John. What is the central aspect of Madurai Muthu? Anybody? I think people know.
He will not tell jokes.
Yeah, but because of his delivery, he is so famous. Like how content is important. When it comes to joke, our delivery is also important. Because of John's delivery, the entire session was laughable and it was humorous. So the delivery aspect was really good.
So that is not joke. Delivery is nice.
Moving on to speaker 3, Toastmaster Karthik. I thought Toastmaster Karthik is very good at expressions. Today, I came to know about that. He's also good at having that good humorous content. In division humorous contest, I saw except one person, everybody used that delivery to give humor. But our Toastmaster Karthik is already good at content as well as expression. So we have a very tough competition in our upcoming humorous competition. Be it, for example, first tell me where is the boat. That you can get where is the boat. The doctor asked, can you see that boat? First of all, tell me where is the boat. That was, to the point, and it was on spot. Sparking comment. that. And finally, Toastmaster Manoharan. Toastmaster Manoharan reminds me of Christopher Nolan. So the content will be almost always kind of what he is trying to say. At the end, he combines everything and he puts it up. Even Toastmaster John also mentioned that in his evaluation that he connected everything well at the end. And also, as we know, Toastmaster Manoharan always owns the stage. He has that commanding nature when he is on stage, be it when he is speaking, also in table topic session. That is what I noticed in Toastmaster Manoharan. Moving on to table topics, that is second part of Toastmaster session. Starting with our TTM, Queen of VDC, Toastmaster Monica. Toastmaster Monica gave a very good session because she explained why table topics and also we should do the table topics, and the session was kind of humorous, and she has that rowdy nature. If Toastmaster Saranya has that subtle nature, Toastmaster Vani and Toastmaster Monica has that rowdy nature. Throughout our
That
table
can be
topic.
called as commanding nature.
But there is a difference between commanding nature and rowdy nature.
You tell your
Rowdy baby.
In a table topic session, we can see her. Okay, let's not get this.
I want to see this.
Okay, well done. Table topic.
That's called authoritativeness.
பூவை பூன்னு சொல்லலாம். Moving on, table topic speakers. Toastmaster, as I already told, he was very good at expression even during his table topic session, and he was calm even during the table topic sessions. Moving on to Arish, as I told, he was very good at flow even in the impromptu speeches as well. Pritika, one difference I noticed in Pritika in today's table topic session is that previously when she thinks, she used to use R, but today she paused and took time and didn't use that pause many times, and she remained cool and calm throughout her table topic session. Going on, Toastmaster Kalimani gave a very good table topic speech, and one aspect that I notice in Toastmaster Kalimani is that his confidence. He always has that confidence when he speaks all the time. Moving on, is Kirtana. So, one aspect or one nature I noticed in guest Kirtana is humility. If Toastmaster Monica and Toastmaster Vani as I don't want to mention, and Toastmaster Saranya expresses innocence, our guest Kirtana has the nature of humility, and that is kind of hard to have in today's environment where commanding nature, or we can see in movies it's always a kind of a military, and for example even we have one movie from Vikram, it's also a kind of, we can see in nowadays violence is more projected than any other subtle nature. In 2000 it's more of a love nature films. In early 1990s it's towards agriculture. Okay, I'm driving out of topic. I'll move on to, yes, in guest Kirtana I noticed that aspect. Moving on to Toastmaster, who is also the table topic speaker, Toastmaster Balaji. In Toastmaster Balaji and as well as Toastmaster Sasikumar, I can see their confidence has improved. And Toastmaster Sasikumar as well as Toastmaster Balaji used the stage very well, and they used their hand gestures were really improved, and they maintained that cool nature. Now coming on to evaluation on evaluators, that is tag team report. Tag team did really well. One improvement that I wanted, one feedback that I wanted to give is with respect to R counter. I feel that R counting is really important because the major aspect that we lack is during the filler words. What you can do, what everybody has to do going forward is, Kaushik did very well in his R counter report because he mentioned every people what they have used, how many filler words each people use, and what are the improvements that he thinks can use. So hereafter, we can take that as an example. We can note down what are the filler words people using and where they can improve. So the purpose of our counter is to note down the filler words they are using, where they have to improve. other than that, timer did well, or even our counter did well. That only thing is that I think that this has to be improved. Our counter, Marian, listener, all did well. And final feedback that I have is with respect to evaluation. In today's evaluation report, that is speaker's evaluation report, I saw sharp words, that is, you need to do this. Instead, we can use you can, because people may be offended if you use commanding language. You need to, you should. So instead, we can use you can improve it this way. It should be feedback rather than an advice. So overall, the mood of the meeting was friendly and supportive, and to give that ratings of in software in digital in our IT field, we use expects more, achieves, and exceeded. And for today's, my rating is exceeded. We exceeded the expectations of our regular VTC meet, and that's of my report as general evaluator, and I will hand over the feedback.
Thank you, General Evaluator. That was a brief explanation. So finally, we came to an end. We completed all three segments, and I hope everybody remember our theme. Good life. Life is good. So I am not going to tell any more stories because already we had a lot of stories with our prepared speech. I'm just going to end this session with a small quote that I have read a long year back ago. Life is like a piano. Life is like a piano. White keys are happy moments, black keys are sad moments. But remember, both the keys are played together to give sweet music in life. Both the keys are played together to give sweet music in life. With this, I would like to hand over the stage to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Pritika.
Thank you, Tia Modi. Now, our Toastmaster Triveden has joined us. Now, I am very privileged to award this to him. He has successfully completed his level 1. I think he finished more, but we have currently received this one. I would like to hand over it to him now. Can you give a big round of applause? Soon I'm expecting to distribute more such awards to all of members. Now it's time to select the best speakers, best TT speakers and all. The ballots will be sent in the group. Please do vote for all the best speakers. In the meantime, I'd like to get some feedbacks from our guests. Did you enjoy the session and how do you feel about it?
Actually, I enjoyed this session. When I come near this location, my brother was afraid. So and he told that I will wait till the session completed. You may go. I only forced him to send off. Actually, I enjoyed. I think so. I can be improved here because I have went for a lot of classes like English partner and Bruce speaking to develop my skill. But 0.1% also I can't be improved. I think I may improve here.
I'm damn sure you'll be improving because here we learn by doing. All the best to you, and I hope to see you back here. Bharat is results.
14 responses. Still 3.
The best speaker of the day goes to Toastmaster Abhida Shah. Best role player, best main role player is our table topic master Monica. Best auxiliary role player goes to joke master Toastmaster John. Best table topic speaker is Toastmaster John. I really like how fast you come. Best speaker evaluator, Toastmaster John. I think this is the first time somebody is getting 3. This, we officially close our 172nd meeting, and I encourage you all to volunteer for the next week to take up roles. Let's gather here for a group photo.